Today I'm celebrating Frisbee, my favourite game in the world, and especially something that they call the spirit of the game. Now, I'm not especially a lover of Ultimate, which is a form of playing Frisbee that for me is much too much like hard work. You have to really run incessantly for a long time. It's a bit like American football. People play it in teams. You score when someone receives a catch in the end zone. And I mean, it's a great deal of fun, but unfortunately I discovered the game far too late in my life to be able to run as fast and at such a frenetic pace as many of the younger people do. Not that you have to. And that is one of the beautiful things about Frisbee. Like, the games can be made of teams of any sort of size and age and skill. It's only my competitiveness that makes me want to try and keep up with everybody, but you don't have to. And one of the things that they do in every Frisbee tournament is award a prize or a recognition to the person that most represents the spirit of the game, a spirit of fairness, a spirit of, oh, you dropped it, here you go, like, rather than the competitive football minded, I must score or foul at all costs. The spirit of the game is actually embedded into the way people play Ultimate. Now, I have loved Frisbee my whole life long. I just think it's an absolutely amazing sport. For me, on the thumbnail here, you can see a dog as it's leaping to catch this Frisbee in midair. And I can imagine the exhilaration that dog feels. I've often likened myself to a dog. I ask my friends to go out and throw a Frisbee for me so I can have the delight of catching it. And there is nothing like that feeling of reaching beyond almost what you can manage to just be able to grab this Frisbee out of the air, to pluck it and drag it to the floor. I like to just play in pairs, just someone throwing it backwards and forwards to each other, so I can really have a good bit of exercise, because it's the only time I can bring myself to run is when I'm chasing that little bit of plastic. And I'm not a lover of plastic, but yet, oh my goodness, if it wasn't for the Frisbee, well, there would be no Frisbee. If it wasn't for plastic, we wouldn't be able to catch this flying spinning disc. So for so many reasons, I want to give thanks today and take a moment to recognise the genius that invented the Frisbee and the genius that had the idea to incorporate the spirit of the game into the way that it's played. So today I'm celebrating Frisbee.